Hey everybody, this is Lorelia, and today I am coming to you with a very different message. You may be wondering, well, what's this video about? I titled it about Kobe Bryant and extreme focus, and you may be wondering, well, what do I mean, and basically what does Kobe Bryant have to do with extreme focus? I don't know if you know, but a few days ago I had read on the internet that Kobe Bryant has recently partnered with another individual, and they've created a $100 million venture capital company. And if you don't know what venture capitalists are, they're individuals that invest in other companies to grow them. And some of the names that you may be familiar with, I'll actually put a link underneath this video so you can read the article, or a lot of well-known companies that are either e-commerce or just regular storefront type of businesses. And you may be wondering, okay, but what does this story have to do with Kobe Bryant? The one thing that I basically got from that article was when the gentleman that partnered with Kobe, when Kobe reached out to him to say, hey, I want to learn what it is that what do I need to do? And so the gentleman told him the books that he needed to read, the people that he needed to invest in, the courses that he needed to also look into too, so he can be knowledgeable of the industry. Now you may be wondering, well, Kobe's worth all these millions of dollars, why would he have to do all this? And that's the whole point. The whole point is, although he was very successful with doing what it is that he was doing at that time, which was playing basketball, because he's had this company in formation for 3 years. So we all know, if you don't know, Kobe retired this year. So that means 3 years prior, he was in his grind, learning this industry in and out. And so in the article, the gentleman talks about the extreme focus that Kobe had when he decided that this is where he wants to, put his stake in the ground in terms of knowledge and expertise or whatever. He became an extreme student. And the guy that he partnered with said that he had never seen someone that was so focused and was so determined to understand this industry. Now, like I said, you may be wondering, well, Kobe got all these millions of dollars. Why did he have to do that? But that's the whole point, is that he decided that he wanted to be knowledgeable in that industry. Sure, Kobe could have probably came in as a silent partner and just threw money into the business, but in order to be a master of something, and that is what the guy said in the article, is that the same skills that Kobe took with the game of basketball, extreme focus and mastering the game, are the same skills that he took into being a partner in this venture capital fund. Now, what does this have to do with your credit? That is what you have to do. I did a video yesterday. It was a big rant talking about, you either have two choices. You can either go to a credit repair company, forget about learning this information, hand them over the money, let them do the work, or decide that you want to be someone who is knowledgeable in the area of your personal credit, so you no longer have to be the victim, so you no longer have to be taken advantage of. Because the one thing that no one can ever take away from you is this. So that's why I can't stress enough about, if you learn how this works, if you learn how to leverage the federal laws, the state laws that have been created, so you don't have to go through financial mayhem, your whole life can change. And the reason why I know that is that back in June, I did a class called the 90-Day Credit Game Plan. You may can see previous videos prior where I talked about in June that I was doing a class. I had people who did enroll in the class. One of the ladies that took the class, she took massive action. In the class, I always say, don't sit there and listen to me talk. Put your letters together, because what I do in the class is I look at everybody's credit report. I, identify all the derogatory information, and then in a class, I particularly go over the content, the letters that are needed for you to dispute those items. She was one of those that when I, went through her credit report and identified the letters, she mailed them out immediately. When she started this class, she was in the 500 scoring range. As of last night, she posted in the private Facebook group that I have that she is now in the 700 club. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe in 90 days, your life can change. In 90 days, if you allow yourself to get extreme focus, and keep in mind, she was coachable. Find someone who knows how to help you leverage the laws. And like I said in the video yesterday when I did the rant, if you have been trying to rebuild your credit since the beginning of 2016 and you are you're not at the place that you want to be at with your credit, it's because you do not know the law. And the worst thing is that so many people think they have an understanding and they really don't. When I read the emails, all I can do is just shake my head, because some people aren't getting it. And that's the whole point of investing in yourself and being an extreme student. But don't, I talked about this yesterday and I'm not going to go back into it. You are kidding yourself if you think you can just watch different people and then try to put in place strategies of all those different people. It will not work. The reason why I tell people in 90 days your financial situation can change is because I am going to help you put in strategies that I know that work. This is not I'm just guessing, or I'm just trying to wing it, or I just think it may or may not happen. This is stuff that I know truly works. But you have to know the strategies, you have to have the blueprint to get it done. And like I said in the last video, I'm doing another class, another 4-week class. This is my last class for 2016. It will start in September. It will end in October. It will get you ahead of everybody else who is going to go into the holiday season going into debt. And what they're going to do is wait in December and January. They're going to make all those resolutions about, oh, I'm going to get out. This is going to be my year. This is my year. I'm getting out of debt. I'm paying off these credit cards. I'm increasing my credit score. You will be so further ahead than those individuals. Now's the time to take action. It takes extreme focus. It takes a decision to say, hey, I'm going to do this. It takes someone who is coachable. Now, I can tell you right now, this class that I'm doing is not for the person who is not going to do the work. This is not a case of you give it to me and I sprinkle some magic on it and voila, you're in the 700 club. No, this takes some elbow grease. This takes some you deciding that you want the knowledge. Like I said, most of society wants you dumb, deaf, and blind. That's just what it is. So nobody really interested in teaching people. And I'm one of the very few. There are others, but it's up to you. You have to make the decision. Like I said, if you want to learn more, you go to www.yourmoneymentor.com/online class, I believe. Online class. But the link will be below, or it'll be within this video. But once again, this is Lorelia, and like I said, it takes extreme focus. So talk to you next video. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.